Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Chit Chat with Mama. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I see we have a few people already in here. Hello, hello. Hey, Christopher, Lindsay, Evelyn. Oh my gosh, so many of y'all joining. I really appreciate it. First and foremost, like and share this. Give us lots and lots and lots and lots of hearts. I'm really excited about our guest today. A good friend of mine and a lovely sister that I have just bonded with over the last year or two. And I'm excited that they are able to join me, and I'm so excited. So I hope you all are. So yeah, if you don't know much about algorithms and how all this fun stuff works for Facebook, the more hearts you get, the more likes you get. It kind of moves it up so people can see it. So heart us, spam us with hearts. Let's do that. And tonight we're going to do a little bit of interacting, but I'm going to go ahead and bring on my special guest and my friend who is backstage. I can't. Listen, let's welcome Miss Tora. Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at me.
Look at your neck.
I don't have a neck.
She don't have a neck.
No, this is how it's born.
Those shoulders.
Look at this. Shoulder pads. I told you I wanted to be just like in a bed with a pillow behind me, and this is just a look.
You should have had Charlie just hold a pillow behind you.
I should. I was like, well, I have to wear something family appropriate. I'll just wear shoulder pads.
I'm digging this, the whole really like old film star look. During our pre-chat, I kept saying Mecca Lecca High, Mecca Hiney Ho. Do you know what that's from?
I don't.
Okay, that's why you were looking at me like, why is she so crazy? That's from Pee-wee's Playhouse, the genie that was in the box, and you go Mecca Lecca High, Mecca Hiney Ho. I forgot that you're not as old as I am, so you don't remember that.
True. It's very true.
It's very true. Oh my gosh, your mom says hello. She's joined us, of course.
It's been a full day of drag for me, I tell you.
I know. I jumped in earlier while you were painting your face and got to chit chat a little bit. And I'm just so glad you're here. I miss your face. And, like I said, as I was introducing you, we've gotten to know each other really well over the last year and a half, almost 2 years now. And yeah. We don't get to see each other as often as I like, even though we live basically in the same town. But I just, we definitely pick up where we left off. So I love it. I love it. And we're going to get to that in 1 second too. Also, just so everybody knows, you're going to have a Venmo and Cash App down there. So Miss Tora, give her some money.
I'm poor. It may not look it, but I'm really poor.
She's the poor movie star. She needs her money.
Yeah.
So anything would help. We would love that. So, our journey began as friends in February of 2019 when you won your very first crown.
Yeah, that's the whole journey has been since that day. It's crazy.
It's almost like we just kind of threw you the crown as you ran because you did not stop.
No, it did not stop until March 19th, 2020.
Thank you, COVID.
Yep.
COVID's really what put the brakes for you, huh?
Screeching halt, because it was just like momentum, and you're gonna live in your bedroom for 3 months solid.
Yeah, 3, 5, 6 months, however long it is. Oh, also, really quick, everybody, it's thundering and lightning out where I'm at. So if we disappear, we'll try to get back on. Hopefully, we should be fine. So I just want everybody to know that. So Tora, and a lot of people are watching already know who you are and know that you've been doing drag for quite a while. We in one of your chats recently, you were talking about how long it had been since like 2013, I think you said, or 2003. Yeah, 2013.
12 or 13. Yeah, 12 or 13. Because I started doing it. I moved here as an actor and still do act. But then Ginger Minge was like, "Hey, you want to do this like diner show at Banana's Diner over on Mills that used to exist?"
Yeah.
And so Charlie and I would go and like be part of like the extras. But then one time she was like, let's do you and just do a hair number. I'll paint your face. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm going to be in drag. And I just was like all about it. And then Charlie and I did a Glee number, and I did Sue Sylvester and he was Becky. It was amazing. Oh yeah. So inappropriate nowadays. But back then it was, it's a different world. So not saying it was ever okay. But I fell in love with it, and I was like, okay, let's start buying some wigs and stuff, and then 2019 it all changed. Finally.
It did. I remember when I got your registration, It's really funny, and I may have told you this before. Of course, we know that your name is not necessarily in the family friendly realm as we try for Rose Dynasty. And I remember going, "Oh my God, if she wins, how are we going to explain this?" Like that was my first thought, especially since I had seen some of your previous videos that you had filmed of you singing on the toilet and all kinds of stuff. That
I forgot about that.
I was so scared in my mind, but I honestly didn't even realize what talent you brought until you brought it. And people still to this day talk about that. And I'm honored that you became part of our family and it helped jumpstart your career, because after you won this title, you went on to doing what?
The next thing I won was Miss Citrus State Comedy Queen. So it was a prelim for National Comedy Queen, and I won that, which then sent me to nationals.
Yep.
Which is crazy. So I won that pageant, and then a week before that, I got a phone call from a reality show on YouTube called Camp Wannakiki, and they asked me to join the cast for season 2. So that happened at the same time I won the prelim, and then I filmed Camp Wannakiki in May of last year.
You did, and you went on, and I remember.
And then I went to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I remember us having the discussion. You're like, "Well, I'm just gonna let you know, I'm gonna be gone for a little while on a cruise."
That's right.
Needless to say, we'll get to that in a second. How foreseeing that was, you know, and you explained to me what was happening, and you went, and none of us knew, and you ended up doing what? What happened here?
So, like the week before I went to Camp Wannakiki, I auditioned for Virgin Voyages.
Yep.
I was like, okay, let's try that. So I put that ball in that court, did really well at the audition, filmed Camp Wannakiki. And in my head, I knew I was top 4 when I left filming. So then went to DragCon, came back, competed for Miss Gay Days, and placed as well. But then I had Camp Wannakiki airing at the same time as I was competing for Miss Gay Days. And then I went to nationals during my episode airing for Comedy Queen, and also placed 6th at nationals for Comedy Queen while still doing the reality show. Then I did the workshop for Virgin Voyages during the airing of each episode, and then was offered the first diva for Virgin Voyages. And then I won I wish I won Miss Comedy Queen. Then I won Camp Wannakiki, and I'm the current reigning queen of camp for Camp Wannakiki. And then I went on a cruise.
Right. So you win Rose Dynasty, you get Citrus State prelim.
Yeah.
All that happening at once. I remember you were like, there were so many times I just wanted to go and hug you because I know you were so tired.
There were moments where I just text you and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm trying. I'm just drowning in everything.
And I knew it. I was like, girl, if anybody understands busy, I do. So I was like, you were doing way more than I have done. So I was like, I get it. By the way, hi, Damien. Hey, everybody. We'll get y'all. Please send some comments and some chats. I definitely would love to. If you have any questions for Tora, we'll get into those too. So you did that and you won Wannakiki, like, and that was great because I wanted to be there so bad for your viewing of it. So I was watching, and I cheated. I skipped to the end and already had screenshot the crowning, and everything was waiting. As soon as they crowned it, I was like blasting it of like, oh my God, you know, she won, and I'm so proud of you for that. And then Virgin, like, you get to be the first paid drag queen, full-time diva of a ship. Like, what an amazing opportunity. And I like to say this, and I would say this behind your back and to your face, and I think you know this. You know, you know that you're talented, but you don't have that arrogance about you. You stay humble. You appreciate your fans. You try your best to stay in touch and appreciate your friends. And I love that about you. I value that. I value our friendship because you and I can really call each other anytime and scream and cry and hoot and holler at whatever and really just be there for each other. And that's hard to have that in our community, in the drag community. It's hard to find sisters that you can have that connection.
Absolutely. It's so rare.
Very rare. So I love it. Oh my gosh, the comments are coming in. Patricia is like, Tora, hi queen.
Hi.
Patricia from Venue. I love it.
Hi, Patricia.
Jonathan Hall says she's amazing.
Aw, thank you, Jonathan.
Absolutely. And Charlie said cruise line's first diva. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're lagging on this end, but I can see them on my phone, so we've got it. So what has been your biggest struggle and your biggest celebration of all that stuff?
Oh gosh, it's so
I hit you with these
so
questions.
tricky. You do. The biggest struggle was it's tricky because there's different elements. So like juggling the pageants as well as having current crowns, making everyone happy, as well as you have to then put out social media, which for the reality show, I was just drowning and everyone needed my attention and they all deserved my attention, but I was losing what Tora was and what Matthew was, and I was just thinking, trying to stay afloat. That was so difficult. So if I could go back, I probably wouldn't have competed in nationals or gay days, but it also taught me how to really just keep my drag out there and keep it going and keep it pushed forward. Because at the end of the day, like quarantine, I kind of took a break. I was like, I'm just going to take a little break and blah, blah, blah. And then I realized you're not advancing. If you're not pushing yourself, growing and doing every possible gig and everything, you're not growing and you're not doing drag and your fans want to see you do stuff. Right. So I've learned that you just have to keep doing it. You have to keep pushing and just take one step. Like in Frozen 2, take the next step. Take like Anna says. You just have to, whatever that anxiety is or whatever's holding you back, you just have to take. You have to get out of the bed. You have to put a foot down. You have to brush your teeth. You just have to take the steps and do it, and it will get done eventually. So I thought that was an interesting thing to learn.
It's funny because you and I just talked about that. I expressed that to you, what I went through when COVID started, and it's the same thing. You're like, you're not going to advance, and it's okay to take that time. You needed that time. You needed that time. Yeah. But you also have to put your foot on the ground and take that next step. So I love that. I love Patricia. Patricia said, hi. Yeah, both of you are groundbreakers, boundary busters, bigger than life leaders.
Aww,
thank you, Patricia. She's such a support. I love her. I love her. And then Damien said, glad you kept it on.
Thank you. What was what was the biggest accomplishment?
Yeah. So what do you feel? And this is, and anybody listening that's involved in anything that has happened with Tora in the last year and a half, there's no offense to them. Seriously, what do you feel has been a huge, like the biggest highlight of it?
Oh gosh, I would say there's two. Getting to win the title of Camp Wannakiki Queen of Camp, but you see, especially now during quarantine, you see Jada Essence Hall and you see Shea Coulee and those reaction videos of them learning that they're actually the winner. Getting to experience that moment with my mother sitting with me, that will always be like something I hold so dear to my heart because I actually didn't think I was going to win. We were all that person who we work so hard. We struggle day in and day out, and life is life. It beats you down. It puts a new challenge. You have a flat tire. You don't have money to pay this bill. So you never think that can happen to you. You always see it happening, but it never happens to you. And so the minute that it said Tora Himan, like I was shocked. Like I honestly am still shocked that it could happen to me and to anyone. So it's that will forever be my fondest memory. So the second thing that I have to say, it's just so emotional. Like honestly, like the little boy who was twirling a ski rake as a baton in his backyard in a muumuu can win this reality show. Like is mind blowing to me. So it can happen to absolutely anyone.
And I have to add, because your mom is watching, to have a mother that supports you and is a fan, it's so important. It's so important. And I love what you said, to have your mother sitting right next to you, and that accomplishment is a great thing. Absolutely.
It's so important. Yeah.
And then the other one,
which the hardest thing, but the most amazing thing, is to be the drag queen figure for a major corporation like Virgin Voyages. It's a billion-dollar company, with Richard Branson, Sir Richard Branson, at the helm of that company, putting billions of dollars into this fleet of ships, but this first cruise ship, and to have you be the first cross-dressing drag queen performer, which has for so many years drag has been looked at as a taboo and a sex thing when it's absolutely not that. And to
Right.
have the diva be this pinnacle character, this cruise director character, and to have a plus size queen get to be that as well.
That's
And
important.
it's so important to have a plus size performer on a cruise ship, because if you look at a cruise ship cast, nothing against cruise ship companies, because there are laws and maritime laws and stuff like that, you never really see a plus size person on the crew. And so to have a drag queen be plus size and still be the sex symbol for the ship, and sex is in sexy and appealing,
Right.
and an adult only cruise line where not only are they saying, okay, you're going to learn the script, but I was at the beginning of that process writing the scripts and giving them the tips of what drag queens for years to come will be saying, the lines that I got to help write and create these shows. Like, that's insane. That will never happen again for Virgin Voyages. And I got to be that person who paves the way for future drag performers, because they are not against having drag kings or AFAB queens, or et cetera, et cetera. It doesn't have to be a male female presenting performer. You know what I mean? So like, they're changing the game, and I'm so honored to be part of that.
What an amazing accomplishment. And I you know how proud of you I am. Like, it's emotional to know, because and I know you don't see yourself as a celebrity, because we had this conversation. You had this conversation the other day when you were able to become part of cameos, to have cameos, which we'll plug that in a minute too. You are a celebrity, and you are that celebrity that came from a small town, twirling in the backyard in a muumuu. You know, you are living that experience, and you may not be at the point where you live in $1 billion home in Hollywood, but you are a celebrity. People know your name. People know. Listen, at the office today, I mentioned your name, and like from across the room, someone's like, "I love Tora." You know, it's like, and I know how it feels, because in my own realm of what I do, I had to realize that I have a status like that too. You know, I'm in Tennessee. I actually, the funny thing is I had CPR training a few weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, and the girl who was teaching the CPR class is from Maryville, Tennessee.
What? Small world.
And has seen my bingo at Bird in the Book in Maryville, Tennessee. You know, you kind of start to realize that first of all, for me, it's like the responsibility. Oh crap, people are watching, you know, people know. But at the same time, you're like, I know how it is to be that small country boy from the city of Okeechobee. And now people in other states watch what we do, and other countries watch what we do. And it's such a great opportunity, a great thing. I didn't know the fact that you helped write this, and that you literally helped really pave the ground. And just like Patricia said, groundbreakers, boundary busters, like you are, like, to do that. Do y'all realize how amazing this is? I'm like, this is so awesome. So I do not know why the messages are coming through, but I see them now. Charlie said panda muumuu realness.
Yeah, it was a green muumuu, and it was like a long, like, nightgown shirt, but it had a panda on it.
Mom, if you have pictures of this, I would love to see this. So Patricia said, Sid just said, that's a famous drag queen. Her son Sid. Oh my gosh. Aww. I love Sid. And then Damien said, I've seen Tora Himan at April Fresh's Comedy Brunch in July. So funny, sweet person, great show. I even got a compliment from Tora on my outfit. It made my day.
Aw. Yay.
So I think that's, Damien is a big follower. I've not met Damien yet, but I know that they've been following a lot of us in Central Florida and all over, and they've been very sweet and kind. But you said so, and I'm going to go to this too. You said something today when I was watching your live that, again, touched my heart, because it's very similar to how I am. I don't know why I'm getting emotional about this, but that sweet lady from the UK.
Emma.
Who I actually had communicated with, and they watched her story time on Sunday. Mentioned about mental illness, and that how it just brought so much joy and life to watch you. And you said something that just reminded me so much of why we connect so well. It's like, listen, you message me, and if I can get on live to help make you feel better, I'm going to do that.
Absolutely.
And see, that's the important part. First of all, and I know this because you and I are the same too, is we've been there. We know how it is to feel that way. I remember how it is to feel lonely or sad or depressed or suffer from depression and all that. And to have someone recognize that may be a different place than us, that brings us joy, it's so good. And I think anyone, not just drag queens, but anyone in life needs to understand how important that is, because we can make a difference. You never know what a difference you made, even just saying that meant to that person. And I've watched you do that from the time we've known each other until now, and I appreciate that. I think it's really good. Charlie's like all the feels. Listen, I'll who knows what I'll cry at again tonight. Tora and I'll be crying here in a minute, but she's can't run the makeup. I know you got things.
No, I have one more thing I have to film tonight.
So please, y'all, if you have comments or questions for Tora, throw some questions out. We would love to answer them. If not, we're just talking and reminiscing like sisters. So but I'm so proud of you. You know, you have done something on your own, and of course I'm sure knowing people here and there may have helped a few things, but I've not once seen you ride the back of anybody, and I don't think you would. Of course, connections are life. Entertainment is about who you know and your talent, but I haven't seen you do that.
No.
Haven't, and I value that.
I am Ginger Minge's drag daughter, but yes, I've toured with her, but it was a job. Like, she paid me as a performer. I did a lot of work, not besides the show. It was like a road manager plus the show. Like, there's that, and it is who you know, and it's the pageants. And yes, I know people in town, and everything is connected, but I've earned and paid for every single thing that I've done.
Yeah.
And I go to the audition like Virgin. I went to that audition not knowing anyone in that room, and I booked that job myself.
You did,
which is
and
mind-blowing.
You busted your tail, and has done. Yeah, absolutely. So Tony says, "Love the look, Tora."
Thank you. It gets better.
Oh yeah, we might.
Do you want the reveal?
Do y'all want to reveal? I think we should have a reveal. Listen, Charlie, and I know he's probably in the same house as you right now. Said football realness.
I feel like I'm in Beetlejuice.
That was the other thing. All right, we'll do a reveal in a second. Okay. So another great thing, and I've recently have connected with them. So they said, I've met very few, if none, that are as accomplished, poised, and genuine as Tora. I'm also very happy that all the avenues are opening up for her. The sky is the limits with these qualities. I'm thankful to have met her.
Likewise.
We've actually been chatting. I love them. Oh, I just love it. Mom is like, I'm the proudest mom in the world. I'm so proud of Tora. Mom, when this is over, I need you here again so we can all three go to Ling's buffet. God, hopefully I need it. I need it. Tora, we're gonna find a place to go eat like that somewhere soon.
Has to be like around my birthday.
Oh my God, that's coming up soon.
October. Well, in pandemic world, yes, it is soon.
Yeah. God, October's gonna be here. Candy says, love you both so much. You both had such a wonderful, positive message for young folks. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
What? What are you talking? Oh, Charlie said longest audition ever. I was like, this isn't an audition, but
do you want to know? Do you want to know that story?
Yes.
Okay, so I got to the audition before the audition started at 9. So like every actor, I got there at like 8 in the morning in full drag. So the outfit I did for talent for Rose Dynasty, the pink, the blonde hair, and the 6-inch stilettos. I was in full drag in line. Excuse me, water burps. So I waited in line, got my number, and I didn't leave the audition until 8 p.m. So it was 12 hours. And it wasn't like we were dancing. It was like that. So it was like you go in the room and you stand in a circle of people auditioning for 12 types of personalities. Well, yeah, 12 at the time. It was 12. So you have gym people. You have party hype people, you have a food character, you have a host type character. So you have not just drag queens. And then you stand in the circle and they're giving you 3 things you have to discuss in like a elevators type speech. So you have to go around the circle, do an elevator speech hitting these three points. So you do that. And I'm like the entire time, all right, you have to stand out. You have to, I mean, you already stand out because you're a 6'5" drag queen at the moment. You know what I mean? So like how, and the people auditioning are just walking around and like just watching you from all types of angles. And I was like, okay, nailing, it's just talking. I can do that, done. Yeah. Second round, go and you have to sit down in a circle of like 6 to 8 people and you have to have a conversation and you have to hit points that are on your cue card as your character. So like mine was like, oh, come up to the bar on Richard's rooftop and let's have a drink, blah, blah, blah. So it's simple things, but you have to do it in a conversation setting. Okay, simple. Then the next one is you have to do a one-on-one. And literally they had me in tears in the one-on-one. It was like 1 on 12 people, but like, they're getting to know you and your personality. And basically they just broke it down. They broke me down and we bonded. And I never left a room more sure that I booked something in my life. That wow. Every time I walked in and out of the room, it was like they saw and they were like, and they told me at the workshop that they were like, the minute you walked in the door, we knew exactly that you're the one. And I was like, oh. And then later that night, they kept the final 8 people or 10 people maybe. And they said, so like Virgin, it's an audition is, well, anything you experience is never going to be just an audition. We're going to change your life. So, and I'm like, oh my God, they're going to offer it to me right now. No, they said, get in your car. Let's meet down at the Orlando Eye. And we're going to go we're going to buy you all tickets. And we're going to go on the Eye and have a cocktail. We're paying. So we got on the Eye. I got in full drag, still in that drag. Went down to the Orlando Eye, walked in amongst all these tourists with these 8 people, or however many. We get on the thing with the casting team, with the Virgin team, and we went around twice, and they bought us cocktails. And here I am. And that's just, they just wanted to make our night special and thank us for spending the time with us. And then I remember getting the email for the workshop like a month later.
Wow.
12 hours.
So 12 hours. Were you the only drag queen?
Auditioning, no, but at the workshop and on the ship, yes, I'm the only one.
Right. So I didn't know at that 12-hour long audition if you.
There was another drag queen who made it all the way. They did not come in drag. Doesn't mean anything. I guess they just saw something in me that they wanted more at that time. Doesn't mean that they're going to be not ever hired.
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. That's so cool. That is, wow. I mean, hey, I've been at Disney for 16 hours in drag a gay day. So yeah, I get it. I know how that is, but you, oh my gosh. Kendra says, I love that story.
Kendra was in the workshop with me.
Oh, hi, Kendra.
Kendra was the doctor. Hi, Kendra.
Dr. Kendra. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, Robert Tucker, it's Candy's husband, says, love you guys. Love hi, you Robert. Too. Damien's like, what an amazing story. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Some people. Hi, Chrissy. My friend Christy just joined. All right. Awesome. You guys, come on. Let's get some questions. Let's stump Tora, but let's do a reveal.
Okay, you ready?
Do we need music? Do you need to ask your friend to play music?
Alexa?
Oh, that was mine.
Was that Alexa?
That was
mine's talking.
Why does my Alexa hate me? Alexa! She hates me. I paid $400 for this thing.
You just got the Alexa today. I know, and it worked. All right, what do you want me to have play?
Gosh, I don't know. Something naughty and seductive. I'm not getting up from my chair.
I don't know. Just take it off. Let's reveal.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, look at her. Oh, just a little. Look at those tan lines. My boobies are just spilling out.
I love it. That's all right. You're feeling that. That's cute. What's the tassels there?
It's just a little sparkly fabric, and then it's got like all the way down.
I love that top.
You might recognize.
I don't know if this is family friendly. I'm like, no, that's good. Just keep the boobs in.
You might recognize this from a famous reality show. RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 2. This is the entrance outfit for Ginger Minge.
Yes.
I bought it off of her. She was selling some of her drag, and I was like, I want it.
I want it. Yes. Everyone's
was
like,
like,
yes, love it. Beautiful.
Thank you. It's like milking time over here. Sorry, the girls are just. If anyone sees a nipple, I apologize now.
Well, I'll try to blur it as quick as I can. Is it a dress?
It's a bathing suit.
Oh, it's a bathing suit. Oh, girl. Mm-mm. Not me.
Yeah,
I ain't comfortable for that. You fill it out very nicely.
I have new hips too, but they're just so big. I'm afraid to show them to you.
I lost mine during
They're
COVID.
bigger. Oh, I bought new pads, and they're even bigger than my last ones.
Do you know a secret? I don't know if you know this. I don't own pads. I've never worn them.
Because you do the cupcake?
Because I do my high-waisted dresses. I'm sorry. I wore pads one time. I cut them and they were horrible, and Twyla had to try to fix them and they still were horrible. But luckily it was when I was I did Grinchmas with the Diamond Divas, and I did with Summer and Twyla, and I was one of the Grinch's mothers with Craven. So my cellulite looking hips were okay. The only time I ever wore pads. I'm like, yep, can't do it. Can't do it. Patricia, I don't know how late that message is because things are coming through. Who is she wearing? So who made it? Do you remember?
I don't know. I'll have to ask Ginger who made it. It's either Tony, Tony, who was like my main designer, who did the rose dress for Rose Dynasty and Camp Wannakiki, and a lot of my looks. Or I don't think it was Marcy, who just recently passed. I want to say it's Tony. I'll have to ask Ginger and let you guys know.
Yeah, we'll have to ask Ginger. But it was it was her opening outfit for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 2. Or All-Stars Season 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's the entrance look with the reveal cape. It's the same outfit. It's exactly.
Cute. It's cute. You wear her clothes really well. I mean, you wear your own really well, but
we're pretty much the same size. I have a longer torso, so like that's why I'm sandwiched in like a cupcake right now.
Patricia keeps saying, "Show it." The bathing suit.
I just have like my hips are not perfect right now, so I don't have. I have to put it. See how they don't blend?
That's all right.
So I would put another. You can see the whole bathing suit.
Yes.
But I need to put another pair of pantyhose on.
Girl, I haven't been that comfortable wearing something like that. Could you imagine Mama in a bathing suit? I'd need a high-waisted like little skirt thingy.
And the thing is I have a layer of pantyhose on right now. Like right now.
Oh wow. Like underneath and on top?
Both. I have two. So I need another one.
Wow. That's a lot.
But it's
Sherilyn said, still cute though.
Oh, thanks. It's cute. I have to film one more video, so I'm gonna have to go take this off, put more pantyhose on, and then put it back on.
Patricia said dollars. Speaking of dollars, there's Venmo and Cash App down there if y'all want to throw her some coins for her little reveal and showing us her hips.
I was doing like Norma Desmond today. I was doing very like silent movie film actress. Who's a little naughty.
Little naughty. It's all good.
Yeah. You like these tan lines though?
Beth says cleavage. Yes. Beth, she's trying to keep all that cleavage in.
I am. They're so big. I've actually lost weight here, but it's just the bathing suit makes it look so full. You
do look fuller than I've ever seen you look there. The voluptuous top.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is my lunch right here, and I'm just gonna put it right there.
Is it your keto lunch? What?
This is my keto lunch. I have not eaten it yet. I'm not joking. I have not had lunch. And this is my keto slim fast fat bomb. So like that will get me through like a day.
It's a fat bomb.
It's called a fat bomb. It's pure fat.
Wow.
And so I just eat it, and it gives like the fuel to my body that it needs. Keto is great. If your doctor says you can do it, try it out if you want to lose some weight. It's working very well for me. Look at that. Chin is disappearing.
I know several people have done it and it worked really well. I don't do well with diets.
See, the thing is it's not really like a diet. Like I can eat as much as I want. It just has to be within the certain elements, which is meat, certain vegetables, fat, like cheese, dairy. I can have all I can have 2 cheeseburgers with no bread and like all the veggies and cheese and no ketchup. That's a hard thing. No barbecue sauce or ketchup.
Yeah, I know you love your barbecue sauce.
I do. No Chinese food, no ice cream. Yeah.
Ice cream I ain't worried about, but Chinese food?
I haven't had any in literally 3 weeks. And
You
I
were-
am like yeah.
Yeah, you were killing me with that post of that 40-pound Chinese food place.
That is
Chinese
dreams.
food.
That's what I want for my birthday. It's just like 10 pounds of Chinese food.
Yeah, we'll just have to do that. And you'll eat 3 bites and be like, I'm done.
Oh God, no, I'll probably just run to the bathroom.
This is true. Sherilyn said, I love your turban.
Oh, thank you.
It's cute. Is it sparkly too?
On the sides, there's little stuff. But I was really going for that like fortune teller type look today.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna make you watch an episode of Pee Wee's Playhouse with me. Mecca hi ni ho.
I'm gonna take photos later, so I'll post them later.
Yes, awesome. Any questions? Anything y'all want to talk about? Damien, it sounds like my diet. Listen, I forget to eat. Like, I didn't eat yesterday until like 3 o'clock. It was like, oops, I forgot to eat. You know, it's what we do. In the salon, I was so used to doing it that way too, but now I'm like, I need lunch. I need food.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's things we should talk about. So I'm glad that a couple people are interacting. We've had a good view here. So what's
do you have any questions about? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No. What were you gonna say?
Do you have any questions about Camp Wannakiki? Because people normally have questions.
Yes. Let's talk about that, because then I was going to ask you, and we'll come back to it. About what's next for Tora.
What's next?
Post COVID, Lord willing, and the COVID don't rise. Sherilyn says, "Hey sis, I can't wait for us to we can perform together sometime."
Yeah, as soon as this is all over.
As soon as this is over, you will be. Sherilyn and I were talking, like you're of course you're on that list of your Rose Dynasty family. You'll be back. So
yeah, I can't wait.
But so let's talk about Camp Wannakiki. Thank you for leading this, because I'm all over the place tonight. Do you want to just interview me?
So where were you born?
Where you are, in a little town. So Camp Wannakiki, and actually let's share this story. There's something that very few people knew, and you told later. There was something that happened to you that you the whole time of filming. Yeah. You filmed
never told anyone
season, and no one knew.
So I went the entire season of filming plus each episode airing all the way until like I won, before I told the producers anything. 2 days before filming episode 1, I broke like multiple toes, and like if these are the toes, I broke this area on my foot like badly. Like it was black and I have photos. I posted a couple, but this whole thing was bruised, and I could barely put weight on that foot at all. And I didn't tell a soul, because I was like, I'm not getting eliminated. I'm not being sent home because of an injury. Like, this has happened to me, and I will make it work. So I went to filming, kept everything hushed. I took like ibuprofen when we were doing challenges, because I was like, I'm about to climb a 40-foot pole. 1, I don't like ladders. 2, I have to climb a pole and then walk across a cat rope, like cat plank, whatever, with a broken toes thing. Oh. My big toe, it was like my first 3 toes were broken. Big toe, second toe, third toe. And so that, and then I had to walk in 6-inch heels almost every night and walk through the mud, et cetera, et cetera. And camp is not like they put you in a golf cart and float you around. Like, you're on a giant campground, and they're like, okay, you're going to meet over here. And it takes like 30 minutes to get there, and you walk yourself in full drag. So yeah. So I filmed the whole thing. And then after it was over, I finally told the producers, I was like, just to let you know, I did the entire thing with a broken, like, parts of my feet. And the JJ was the only one who knew, because at one point for episode, I don't know which episode it is, she had to shove my swelled foot into the high heels because I couldn't get it in. So she had to literally sandwich the swelling into a Bordello 6-inch pump.
Ouch.
And then I had to walk the catwalk and not be in pain.
You are a trooper. Listen, I still talk about, I remember I was at the viewing party when you when it aired, when you had to do that rope course. Like, like vomiting in my mouth. Like I'm thinking, oh my God, if I ever got on that show, that's the one thing I don't want to do. And of course, I've said this enough that if I ever get on that show, that's the one thing they're going to make me do. Probably it's too late. So, but I'm like, I hate heights. So I remember watching that and then thinking back, oh my God, because I know that because you don't like ladders either. So,
heights are fine. I'm not a very physical person who's going to climb a 40-foot pole.
Yeah, because you had to climb that pole, and then you had to walk across the was it a log?
Yeah. It's like a plank, and then you walk back, and then you have to like work the runway and like do a final pose. And I was like in my head, because it took like 7 to 8 hours to film every single camper doing that. It took a while. And I remember going, okay, this is a camp comedy reality show. You're not physical enough to make that work. If you get up there, you have to be funny.
Right.
So I was like running, and I have a thing for like, but not a thing for bananas, but bananas have always followed me. Obviously, the magic trick and the banana dress and stuff like that, and I have a banana keychain, etc., etc. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the mess hall and find a banana. So I run up there really quick, full drag, no bananas, and I'm like, oh, all right, I'm just gonna grab a granola bar and I'm just gonna shove it in my cleavage. I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna have a snack. So I was literally like, oh, my blood pressure, my blood sugar level's low. And I whipped it out and started eating it because I was like, you have to be funny. No matter what, you just have to be funny. And not forced, just be natural funny. So yes, I didn't make it. I made it all the way across the first side, but not the second side because the lily pads were the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Ever. It's so hard. So hard.
I don't do it.
And like 2 or 3 people finished the entire course. That's it. They made all 12 of us do it.
I think Kitty did.
Diana. And Diana's afraid of heights.
Yeah. And Kitty's like we were talking about, she's like, I'm just old.
She was amazing. Kitty was amazing. Oh, and I think Claire apparently. So 3 people.
3 people. Really quick. Twyla says work. And Twyla says, I still have a present for you since gay days.
For me?
Girl, send it to her or give it to me. I'll give it to her. Mail it to her. Airdrop it. Whatever. I don't know.
Is it a newborn baby? Because I feel like there might be one that I could have all of a sudden.
I mean, they may have an extra. You never know.
No, I can barely take care of myself. No.
Like, no children. No children. Hello, Miss Twyla Holiday.
I could breastfeed though.
Oh. She said maybe it's a banana. I don't know.
It's probably just a banana.
It's probably just the banana.
Probably. Mm-hmm.
It probably is pretty rotten by now from gay days.
Very true.
So that's awesome. So again, really quick too, if you have no idea what we're talking about, go to YouTube, look up Camp Wannakiki. There are 2 seasons. You need to like and subscribe Camp Wannakiki. Like and subscribe to Camp Wannakiki on YouTube. It's great. I still think season 2 is the best. A little partial.
I do too. Me too.
Season 2. So how would you describe Camp Wannakiki? If someone had no idea what it is, how would you describe it?
It is RuPaul's Drag Race without the drama, set in nature.
Very good.
That is it. It is literally a drag competition where the drag queens and kings are in drag all day long and literally outdoors. Everything is outdoors in a actual children's summer camp.
I tell people it's like Survivor meets RuPaul's Drag Race with drag performers in a summer camp competing for a title. And it is literally that way. It's great. Everyone should like and subscribe to it. Twyla says that the banana is black and bruised. I'm sure it is by now from gay days.
I didn't know Twyla was a banana.
You know. Hilarious.
Horrible.
So, all right. So you had that broken foot, the broken toe. You went through, and the challenges were great. And I really say this, and I had the chance to meet so many of the girls in Austin Drag Festival and become friends with them. I've just adored spending time chatting with several of them. There isn't the drama. I love the fact that, it's a competition. It is a competition, period. But that's the one thing that I kept hearing you and everybody saying. There just wasn't the drama.
No drama. at all. Like, and there was never a need for it because it was never, the producers never forced us to feel any way or to act a certain way. What you saw was real and real stories. And at the end of the day, it's a competition that supports we each support each other. When someone got eliminated, we're in the same room there's another camera on us. I don't know if that footage didn't work or whatever, but they filmed us watching the eliminations. We didn't know what was happening. And everyone who was safe or the winner would be ugly crying on top of ugly crying. Like if you watch the little badge collections at the end, some of our makeups are just horrible because it is heart-wrenching to see your friend who you're sleeping next to in the bed next to you get sent home. Like, and honestly, every person next to me started getting sent home, and I was like, is it me? Am I secretly assassinating these people? Because if you watch, like, whoever, like Carly slept next to me, Paris slept next to me, Boris was on this side, Barbara and Ivana were all on my side. I'm like, they all went home and everyone else is safe.
Were you all in one room? All of you?
All 12 of us were in one cabin.
Wow. Was it like literal camp showers and like?
Oh, yeah. Terrifying. Have I not showed you the pictures? It is literal.
I don't think I saw the pictures of the sleeping area, but I don't think I saw the showers. That always scared me at summer camp.
Remember, it's Wisconsin, and it was shot in May, which they can have very cold months of May. Like it was 30 and 40 degrees when we shot. The last day we left, it finally reached 50. But the showers, again, it's a children's camp. It's a boys and girls club. That's where our season was shot. So the showers are a little smaller, but they also are covered in rust and dirt and just like, I'm not joking. I walked in, I have a video, I think I posted it somewhere. The first day we just started unpacking, and Ivana and I are like running around the camp, and I'm like, girl, you have to see the showers. And I said, let me go in first, film your reaction. So I'm in there, and she opens the door and she screams because it is like a murder scene. There's a giant rust stain, on the floor. The shower curtains are like falling apart. There's just rust everywhere. Like, I know they would be very proud of me talking about this, but it was a horror movie.
It's a summer camp. I mean, I know my summer camp as a kid growing up was that way. I mean, I can tell you some horror stories.
And also, we had to get ready at 5 a.m. to shoot by 8 or 9 a.m. So like we're showering in the dark when it's 32 degrees, but the showers aren't in our cabin. So you have to walk down the hill to get in the showers, shave, do all that stuff, and then go back up, put new clothes on, and start your makeup in the cabin.
Yay.
So it's not Drag Race in that part, like, but there's no mirrors with the cameras behind it. No, this is literally anytime you have to use the bathroom. There was 2 bathrooms like of toilets in our actual cabin, but showers and things were not in our cabin.
Yeah, it sounds like my summer camp growing up. Hey, but that's the fun part. It's an experience that you've never done before, and you can say that you've done.
Well, and that's part of the challenge is, can you survive at an actual summer camp for 2 weeks?
It's not my favorite idea, but I think I could.
Yeah, I think if you put your mind to it, you can do anything.
Exactly. I mean, I've done a lot that most people haven't, so why not? You know, I love it. So we're hoping that they're going to be filming season 3. I know they've put a hold on it. Many people have auditioned. Many people have sent audition tapes in, so that'll be exciting to see when and if they're going to be able to do it, and who's going to be on that.
I haven't heard a thing.
Yeah, I know several people that got emails saying that they were, waiting, because obviously we know that COVID has shut the whole, should have shut the whole United States down.
Plus, the producers own the Hamburger Mary's franchise,
right?
So they're just trying to keep that afloat as well.
Exactly, and they've been on a lot of media with their drag drive-bys, and
they were doing like drag delivery, where drag queens would deliver your food to you at your house.
Such creative things.
And they were like the first people to do that.
Exactly. And then so that's fun. That's great. Let's see. So what, aside from winning, what's one of your highlights of being on Camp Wannakiki, like during your adventure there?
Like during filming, or just
during filming
experience? The highlights was probably, oh gosh, so tricky. Probably pulling into camp because I drove to camp. I drove from Florida all the way to Wisconsin. And I remember filming a video, which I posted before I pulled in, because I was like, my life is changing no matter what, being sent home first, whether the show takes off or not. My life is going to change.
Right.
So I was like, I want to remember how grateful I am and how honored I am to be a part of this before the entire experience happens. So I remember videotaping this message because I ran out of cell service with my mom. And that's when it finally hit that I was like, okay, you've been cut off from the world. Your cell phone's about to be taken from you. You're about to do 12 to 14 days in drag and do what you do best for the world. And I just remember that video. I still watch it and still bawl because it's pure. Yeah, it's just pure like gratefulness about how every single person, you, Beth, Charlie, my mom, every person who's affected Tora, that video and that Camp Wannakiki experience was for them. And a thank you for helping me achieve what 2019 helped me do. Because I didn't do it alone at all.
You had a lot of love and support, and you have a lot of talent. My God, if I had that much, I have as much as you do in your pinky. No, I probably have as much as you do in 4 of your fingers.
And just 2 of my toes that are left.
2 of your toes that are left. Exactly. Awesome. Anybody have any questions? I mean, I think they're just listening to us, but that's great. Let me see if any of the questions. Sometimes today it's been acting weird, you know.
Okay,
Gotta love the internet.
Mm-mm.
Here. Oh, Twilight did a watch party. People are watching on the edge.
Hi, Twilight's friends.
Twilight's friends.
Twilight's friends.
5 to 3 is what? Twilight's 3 friends. 3, 2, 4. Listen, you know she would give us smack, so
it's true. It's true.
It's very, very true. Yeah, the last comment was Damien, love Hamburger Mary's going tomorrow. I haven't braved those things yet.
I need to go. I wonder if I'm allowed to get my free burger to go.
That's right. You haven't got to experience your free burgers much. 2.
I've gotten 2. I've had 2. I think 2 no, I've been twice. I would like to go again. I'm nervous during the COVID world. Well, tomorrow I can't anyway. I don't think I can. Oh, I have my Camp Wannakiki show tomorrow night, so I really can't. I could get it to go. I could get it to go and come back, but I'm like,
do I need to call? We need to call the Sugar Baker twins and see if you can get your free burger to go.
Can you imagine? I just like sit on the live stream and eat my free burger. I would love that actually.
All right, who has connections to the Marys in Orlando to get Tora her burger so she can eat it on the live show tomorrow? Come on, somebody make it happen.
I want my burger, the one I made at camp, because I still, Dinah Fire, congratulations, but I still think my burger was the best.
Oh, okay, let's talk about that. So I remember a couple of them. Some of them I was like, dear God in heaven. And some of them looked really good. So which one won? Diana's?
Diana's had like maple syrup. It was like a breakfasty burger. Like maple syrup. It was like based in maple syrup. I think it had an egg, definitely some bacon. But mine was inspired by like barbecues that my family had growing up. So like always the Worcestershire sauce, always Doritos because I love Doritos. And I made an apple slaw and some Monster cheese. And like it was all in a burger. And I served it with a root beer because that was one of our sponsors was the root beer thing. And it was so delicious. Because who doesn't love a Dorito?
On a burger.
And applesauce is delicious.
Applesauce is killer. I love applesauce. So so is Diana's a featured burger now?
I've seen it once. Each Mary's has a different owner. They're allowed to do with what they want.
So Orlando, Tora's in Orlando. So I need to see Tora's burger on there. So I can come get it. I've only been to that Hamburger Mary's probably 4 times ever. But really? I don't really get out much.
They put on really good shows. I would love my own show there.
Hint.
Hint.
Tora would love her own show at Hamburger Mary's Orlando, where she would have a special guest, occasionally Mama, to do stories with children.
Tora's campy holiday brunch, like Christmas spectacular.
If I could be if I could be Santa for the Christmas spectacular, I'd love it.
No, I want you to be Mrs. Claus.
I would totally be Mrs. Do you know one year I did Santa and Scott did Mrs. Claus?
Oh my god.
I will send you the picture later. It's so tragic.
I want to be Karen Walker when she's like, I've been on Donner, on Dancer, on Dancer. It's my favorite. It's my favorite.
As long as Charlie will be my assistant.
Charlie will. For $500, he will do it.
Charlie, I will give you so many hugs and 500 hugs. I don't know.
Charlie will do anything for $500.
Okay.
I didn't even mean it like that, but now you did.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Me either.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So anybody watching or listening that has connections, let's make this happen. I'm just saying. So yeah, so you have your show tomorrow night. I cannot wait. What time is it again? 7?
It's 9 o'clock Eastern time.
9 Eastern. Oh, good. I was worried I was going to miss it. So 9 o'clock Eastern time. You can see on Tora's page. She'll be sharing it. Where's it hosted?
It's on Twitch. It's going to be on Twitch.
Oh, do they have to buy tickets?
I don't think so. I think it's just tips only.
Okay, but it's on your page, the information, right?
I'm gonna share. I'll share tomorrow. I'll post all the Twitch stuff. I'll post everything, and good stuff like that. But I know it's highlighted performers from season 1 and season 2. You have Alexis Bevels, you have me, you have a JJ Snapping Turtle, Dominic DeGrant, Say Kavi, Coco Jim Holiday. Yeah, it's very diverse.
I'm excited, and so Charlie said that he will be Miss Minnie Claus and I can be Mrs. Claus. Deal.
Perfect.
Deal.
He'll sit on your lap. I would love for Santa Claus to sit on your lap.
That would we'll do it. Why not?
That would be really
I love Charlie. I miss Charlie.
He's good people.
I haven't gotten to see Charlie since Austin Drag Fest.
Yeah. He's had a very long year.
That's true. That's true.
Between COVID and everything else.
Charlie, maybe we should do a show together. Like a Facebook Live.
Do it.
Would you be a guest
people
on my Facebook Live? I would love to do that. Let's talk about that.
I'll let him use my shrine of technology now.
Perfect. Sorry. So you have your show tomorrow. Is there any other lives or events?
Friday night, I'm doing Daphne Ferrara's digital drag show at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. So tune into that. Doing a brand new number because this week is musical theater themed. So I have musical numbers. I could have done what I've done before, but I've decided that I'm going to do something brand new.
I love it.
Why not? Yeah, it's pretty fun. I hope it works well. I have to put the outfit on and do a dress rehearsal tomorrow. I like to rehearse. So
I need you to remind me because I really want to watch it. I usually have meetings and stuff Friday nights that I'm doing some virtual meetings and stuff, but I really hope I can make it because I would love to see you on both of those.
Thanks.
Charlie says he needs red lighting, not blue.
Oh, I have. Hold on.
Oh, we can do red lighting.
Hold on.
Oh, is it that fancy? Ah!
Yeah.
Yes. I love the blue. Oh, ooh, green. I like the blue. I love the blue.
Or you can do where is it? There it is.
It moves. Yes.
Yeah.
Damien said, so fun. Tora Friday will be fun. Yeah, I've seen Daphne's several of her shows.
Yeah.
If you want to give me a good plug,
just message her. Send her a message. I got Berante in there. You can do it too.
I've messaged her. I just haven't gotten a reply.
Oh, of course. All right. I'll send her a message.
Yeah. Be like, hey, mama. I mean, granted, I know I don't normally fit the genre because every time I've watched, I was like, whoa.
I've done it once. I did it once.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what number I did. But this time I was like, oh, I'm doing something completely different. I hope they like it. We'll see.
They're gonna love you. They will. Absolutely. Have you what other shows you have coming up aside from those two? Have you booked any others? No, I'm
all alone, not making any money.
That's why there's a Venmo and Cash App down below. Send her some money and help her grow.
I have to pay my car payment.
Help her pay her car payment. If everybody watching right now 7 people watching at this very moment gives $100.
That's pretty much my car payment. I'm not gonna lie.
She will split it with me. No,
It's pretty close to my car payment.
Anything. Send her some money. Help her. Whoa, we dropped watchers. People were like, sounds like a televangelist.
Delete.
The drag queen will bless you if you give today out of the goodness of your heart. Yes. So, thank you, Charlie. So, Cameo.
Yeah.
Listen, let's get you some cameos. I want people watching to let's get a cameo. What's the link for this so I can type it in?
You just go to Cameo, you go to the app and you type in Tora Himan, and it pops right up. And I would say I'm the cheapest one on Cameo. I'm literally $11. So I've done the craziest stuff for people. I did one today sitting on my toilet because they wanted me to talk about poo. So it is what it is. I'll do what you want. Put your request in. In fact, I'll film it tonight if you do it within the next hour.
Yes. Let's see if 5 of these 7 people book a cameo within the next hour. And the prices go from when to when? Like
prices stay $11. It's literally just $11. You can get whatever you want. It can be a birthday, anniversary.
$11 for a cameo?
It's just 11. Yeah, because I'm like, I know I'm a Z-list celebrity, so like, yeah.
So everybody that's watching that gets a cameo needs to give her $25 or more. Seriously, I mean, come on, $11. You're worth more than that.
I know.
I finally learned that I'm worth more than that. You're worth more than that. But I get it. I mean, I know, and it makes it affordable because I did look for one recently for someone, and when I saw $300, I did almost vomit in my mouth. And I get it.
Correct.
Whatever.
Oh, sure.
But absolutely.
But see, the thing is, I always do them in drag too, so it's always 2 hours of makeup, the clothes, etc. So I'm always, and I have a fog machine. Like, ask Charlie. I've been doing fog. I've been using now my Alexa music. We've been production quality in these.
I love it. I love it. So please, if you're watching, and if you're watching this pre-recorded, go to Cameo and type in Tora Himan and get a cameo. Get a cameo for a friend. Get a cameo for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's a great idea. I thought about doing it, just sending it out, not because I know I'd have to get qualified for Cameo, but like just doing it requests like, hey, and I did over the last several months, several videos, personal videos for people. Someone had a birthday or was sick, and I just had did them, didn't ask for anything for them, but like I did them. So I was like, I wonder if I should like do something like that. But I'm the same way. Sundays, it spends an hour, 2 hours getting ready and drag for a 20-minute story time, and then I take it off. So that's why I've been filming extra stuff too, utilizing the drag time and makeup. If I spent that time in money on makeup, let's utilize it.
That is the truth. So,
absolutely, yeah. Let's book. I would love to see those cameos. 5 people tonight, y'all. Come on. Yeah. I think we would love it. And please, if you have a couple dollars or more, give. I know we're like talking and laughing, and I understand we are in a time of pandemic. There's a lot of people that still aren't even working. We get it.
Absolutely.
But if you have some money, definitely do that. Damien, thank you. Damien said we would love to see Mama on Daphne Farrow and Friends.
Yes, message Daphne. Tell her. Send Daphne a message, guys, and be like, hey, can Momma Ashley Rose do it? That's how she'll get her on.
I would love to. I think we have a message to spread. What I do, I've been able to. What did I do? I did Coco's show 2 months ago. Got a lot of amazing response from that. We got a lot of followers from it. And then I did another, the 24-hour one. And then, of course, our teens did that talent show, which was phenomenal. Yeah. Oh, my gosh, they were amazing. So awesome. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? We're hitting that hour mark, so we're going to probably be winding things down because Tora has been in drag all day, and I know she just popped her what did you call it?
Bomb. Your fat bomb. Yeah, that's what my nickname is, Fat Bomb.
Did it froze? Are we back now? Charlie said it froze.
It's probably just his Wi-Fi.
Possibly. Who knows? I think it was spinning for a minute.
Uh-oh.
Did y'all hear? I don't know what y'all heard. It's all right. We're just talking. This is what we're doing. We're just hanging out. I'm wasting your time.
Okay.
Actually, I think we did freeze. We dropped watchers.
No.
they're coming back now. It's moving and live now. There we are.
Okay.
I'm very animated.
You really are. I'm like, I just put my thing back on with my shoulders and just lay here.
Hiding your shoulders.
They look so big tonight.
They look great.
They're so big.
They look absolutely great. Oh my gosh. So it's catching up. So thank you guys for coming back in. Apparently it froze. Probably missed the whole promo there of what we were talking. I don't remember what the last thing y'all heard.
All right.
Or said to send Daphne a message to get me on the show. We talked about where I've been. Tora's been everywhere. How fun was it living on the ship?
Oh, it was super fun. People don't realize, because my dream forever was to work on a cruise ship, and especially to be like the main person on the ship. Is everyone's dream. People don't realize that you're not in the United States anymore. There's different like HR laws to working. So 12-hour workdays are for everyone. And yeah, they mean that. Like, you're gonna work 12 hours. That doesn't count like makeup time and getting ready. So like, you're doing shows all day long in drag, eating lunch in drag, eating breakfast in drag, eating dinner in drag. So like, you're in drag constantly, and you live and work in the same place. So yes, I'm very grateful, and we'll go back. It's an amazing job, but like, hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
You are constantly on, because the drag queen, all the other performers can take off their costumes and walk around the ship. The drag queen, that face is on for the day, and you're going to lunch, you're putting another wig on, and you're putting a robe on, and you're going to lunch in that outfit, and people want to take a photo. And of course, I'm not going to say no to a photo for someone who's been paying thousands of dollars.
Right.
So it is a hard job. You're always on. Always on. And the crew, I love my crew. The crew wants photos. The crew wants to say hi to you. They're equally as into the drag queen as the guest star.
That's amazing. And did you I've seen like crew quarters looking a little different. Like, did you have your own room?
Yeah.
Yep,
I had my own room, my own bathroom, and the ship Virgin has said, okay, everyone on the ship deserves their own quarters. So yes, they come in different sizes. However, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe every person on the ship has their own room.
Wow.
So yes, some are a little smaller because it's a cruise ship. Obviously, We're there to work. We're not there to, have a nice, luxurious room. So, but I do believe that every person does have their own room, and you have their own little personal space, which is really nice.
That's good. So anybody that's looking for a great cruise opportunity, once we get a release and things start happening and functioning, definitely check out Virgin Voyages. I'm kind of glad that I didn't book the one that we talked about me booking, because I wasn't going to get to do it.
Fun fact, if you go on now, buy a cruise, pick a date you can do, because we don't know. I honestly don't know when we're coming back up. They don't even know. Honestly, the CDC is in control of everything.
Right.
But if you book a cruise now, they're going for like $650, $850 for the entire voyage, which is unheard of when these cruises were $4,000 to $8,000 per voyage. So they've discounted them tremendously. If you book that cruise now, say your cruise doesn't happen, you get to keep that money. And sometimes I've seen a lot of offers go out where they double the money you've already spent, plus you get credit to come spend on the ship. So you're actually making, like, you're going to get, like, say you spend $650, well, then you could get 2 cruises. You could do a back-to-back and $500 to spend on liquor. So if you book now and it gets canceled, you could take a cruise next year, pick a different date, because the money just keeps going. Every time they cancel it, they keep doubling.
You and I need to talk.
So find $650 to book that cruise now. If it gets canceled, it might not get canceled. You're gonna profit. So this is the time to buy your cruises. It really is.
So go to Virgin Voyages, book you a cruise. We hope that Tora will be on that cruise. That's my concern. I don't want to book it unless I know you're going to be there.
Message them as well and be like, we only want Tora.
Yeah, we're only going to be on that cruise. My husband's only going to sit on that balcony and read while I'm out hanging out with everybody. If Tora's there.
Yeah.
Scott would come to you perform.
I want to go on the second ship, the Valiant Lady, because she's going to do the Mediterranean and like all that stuff over there. And I'm like, oh, I will do Scarlet, but then also go straight to Valiant so I can do my little European tour.
They should make sure you do that.
Yeah.
So Virgin Voices, if you're watching, I'm making I'm making these demands for Tora tonight. So next step is you're going to give her this, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Up,
Please.
Joshua Collins is watching. Hello, Joshua.
Hola.
Probably holding the baby.
Probably. The baby's watching.
The baby's watching. Awesome. Well, we could talk all night, but I want to wind this up because I know you got things to do, and we can totally talk all night. But Josh says, hi, I am with the baby. Of course you are. Hey, you're new daddies. I get it. I haven't got to see the baby yet. Only pictures.
It's going to be a while. I don't want to hurt the baby if I don't have anything, but you never know. So I'm just going to keep my distance until it's safe.
Absolutely. So we're going to recap. So tomorrow is the Camp Wannakiki show. So you'll see
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
I was like, where are my fingers? Yeah. I'm losing my mind.
Friday is Daphine's show.
Daphne
I think
Farrar, right? Yeah.
Daphne Farrar. It starts at 9 also.
9:30.
9:30.
Yeah.
If you want a cameo, there's 7 people watching. I said I need 5 cameos tonight, at least $25 given to Tora. So I want 5 cameos. I want somebody to do it. But you need to get it to her within the hour, because if not, she's going to turn into a pumpkin. Because she's going to
take this off.
Also, Venmo, Cash App. I know you all have some extra of that stimulus money. Give her some money. She's worked hard. Listen, that's what entertainers and performers do, and we want to support each other if you're able. Do you have any closing thoughts or any final words you want to say tonight?
I just want to say, one, be kind to people, and I mean every single person. So if there's a person who's not wearing a mask, or there's a person who supports someone you don't support, don't come at them with anger. Come at them with kindness. Be a positive influence in the world. Be the change you want to see in the world. And by the world, I mean our country. So vote, and don't be silent on who you're voting for, because if you're silent, that's kind of dangerous, because you don't know if someone's being silent, what are they hiding? So be very vocal with who you're voting for, and let's change this country, and let's get the funding where it needs to be. And just, stay campy, have fun, and love life. Travel when we can.
We can. Absolutely. Wash your hands, social distance.
Wear a mask.
And wear a mask, please.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And as always, don't forget tomorrow at 4 o'clock, we do have our self-care and mental break. So I'll be myself, Patty, and Lindsay. So you watch that. And then Sunday, we have pre-recorded story time, taking the day off. So I'll be pre-recorded, but I'll be chatting. And also, your love accepted and wanted. We love you all. Love you, Mom. She said love you guys. So everybody have a great night. Tora, hang on here, and then I'll let you go after in a minute. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.